Hey guys, it's Will here, coming at you with the second video of our stream. This is the commentary video. If you want to see the full painting, go ahead, it was on my Twitch. So here we are starting with Corax White, because we're going to use it to cover up the white messes we make. So, and Games Workshop Primer doesn't match their color code. But anyways, for the stone on the base, we're using Gray Seer. This is going to basically make the stone more stony color, especially once we hit it with the wash. These contrast paint things are really cool. They interact with contrast washes and glazes in a unique way. Be hydrophobic to the paint while being absorbent to other parts. Then continuing with the base, because we want it to dry before we do washes and we can clean it up in this stage, we're applying Armageddon Dunes or Dust as the sand. Again, we're going with the same sort of basing as we did with Bangalore. You can see that in the last video. That's going to be in the links down below. And we're going to be doing it to the other bases also. Here we have Necromantic Snare's Cloak. I use this for all my like blacks and stuff, as you can see on the picture on the right there. Her pouches and her straps is not completely black. Stuff is not naturally just completely black in nature. So this gives that worn leather or, you know, dyed canvasy color stuff that you see on straps and backpacks and gear. It works really well for leather seats also and tires. Now, if you do want to use a pure black, you can on some leathers and stuff, especially if you hit it with a gloss. It gives you a really cool gloss effect. Yeah, so there we go. That's the straps and stuff down. Next, we move on to the ash gray. I believe this is the ash gray. And the idea that we're using this for is we're going to paint all the grayish cloth areas, as you can see on her legs there, where the white separates the white armor. We use this for that. And it's going to go there's on the legs, there's some on the arms, and then later on in the video we actually paint it on the sides to make that cool effect that you see the black stripes there on her left side under her left arm. We also at this point too painted on, as you can see, that red under her mask there on her chest. We went in there with Blood Angel's red contrast paint and put that on there. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying these videos. We're going to be trying doing them every Saturday. And then we're going to be doing some cool arts and crafts stuff after these models are painted. So stay tuned for that. So here we are, we're now applying the black, like the matte black that I have. It's just some craft, like acrylic paint from the art store mixed in with the remaining Abaddon black I had. So we're going to use this on the hair and on the soles of the shoes because it gives it a more glossy sort of black hair color. So now for the, as you can see there on the masks and the gloves, kind of done this with the more teal color, but I went for a more, you know, like real life medical glove color. So her gloves gets it, her mask gets it, and you can see on her shoes there's little stripes of it in the boots and the underlay. This model wasn't as detailed, so I just painted around the parts there just to kind of give it that distinct look. And here I'm coming back with that ash gray, and we are going to just touch up spots that I missed, and then we come in with a spaceship exterior to hit the white, like parts that we want to be really white. So basically armored plating of the suit and the highlights. The brush I'm using is the number 2 from Kowalski. It's their wolf hair. And here we have the model fully base painted, if you can get in focus. So this is it without the washes and without the sealants and stuff. But you can kind of see the aim that we're going for here. Starting here, we have the Recklin Flesh Shade. We're using the Holy Trinity of washes. So we're using, these are all mixed with Army Painter, so they're kind of like half and halves. So we're using Recklin Flesh Shade, Agrax Earth Shade, and non-oil. The non-oil is going to be used for the hair, the gun, the rock, and the bottom of the boots, whereas the contrast white from Citadel is actually going to be used on everything else. The Recklin Flesh Shade, of course, for the skin and the red on her jacket, and then the Agrax is used for the sand. And then we also use it to blend the Recklin to kind of give her a more lighter toned skin, because she's supposed to be a lab experiment, so, and she doesn't go really outside as much, so she has a lot more fairer skin color than the other heroes in the starter box. So coming here, as you can see, we have the soft tone. I use this also to blend in with the sand to give some spots more darker, because the space is a little bit smaller and it's around a rock. I'm just going to hit all of the sand with this. So you just get like a dark desert tone. I do this also with my Italians for bolt action, for the desert uniform. I'll prime them with the Armageddon Dust airbrush, or excuse me, the Crackstone airbrush paint. Then I hit them with this wash. So here we go, we have the model completely washed. It is a little bit glossy just because that's how Army Painter works. They have a varnish in them that gives them a gloss. So if you just hit it with a matte varnish, it would it dims it down. But at this point, if you just painted the base rim black, she would be good enough for the table. Though I would recommend, what we're going to do next here is we're going to grab our stuff to make some of the parts glossy that we want to, like the gloves and stuff, and we're also going to grab our layer paints and most importantly our dry paint, which is Terminus Stone, which is my all-time favorite dry brush. I use it for everything. And we're just going to hit the model with that, and then I would call it done, as you can see here. This is a really nice dry brush just because it blends in everything perfectly. It can do whites, it can do grays, it can do blues, silvers, everything, as long as you kind of watch how much you put on. Then here we are, we're coming in with the super fancy Japanese high detail brush, and we're painting in all the highlighted areas of the white, basically where the sun hits. We're trying to attempt a directional light, like a light source in this one, and the light is coming from behind her, like from that right leg that's up. Basically where the pistols, or the handguns pointing from, is the direction of the light. Here we are, I'm just doing fine little details around the mask, straps and stuff with the skin color. And here we're applying the gloss to the gloves and the plastics. Soon, scarily enough, the face is going to be coming up, and I cut a huge chunk out of that because that face, I hate faces. Though I think one of the best eyes I've ever done on a model is on this model. You can't see it in this video, but I have taken photos of it on my Twitter, so you can see it on there. And here we have the model fully done. This is layered, all that stuff, glossed up, matte varnished. Just paint that base ring black and it would be done. But what I'm doing here now is I'm going a little extra with it. Because Wraith's portal is purple, purplish pink, depending on your eye color, like how you see colors, I want to do a cool effect like she's hopping out of the portal, pointing back to shoot at people from a distance. So I have this effect going onto the rock. That's the pinks, and you start with a Warlock purple from Army Painter, and you just build up with brighter purples. And Army Painter actually has my favorite range of purples next to this one I saw. It's a weird off-brand, almost like a gel-like paint, but they do like high fantasy, high contrast paints, and they're really pretty. But for basic, just like, you know, like your Citadel sort of paints, Army Painter is my favorite for their purples. And finishing here, it's going to look very much like I just splattered paint all over the rock, as you can see. But as it dried and I went in and touched up with a bit more Terminus Stone and went in to clean up with that, hence why I'm applying the varnish here, is to kind of, so I can do that sort of like weird hairspray sort of you know, chipping. I can brain, I swear. It's not late, I promise. It looks a lot better. Again, take a look on Twitter. You'll see it on there. But here we are. We're doing the last touch-up. Everyone should do this with your model, no matter what. And we are painting the base ring black. So here we are. This is the model completely finished. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good time. And we hope to see you guys next stream. Again, Saturdays in the afternoon, where we're going to be painting Bloodhound. We'll see you guys next time. Click the video. Click it. Click the video. You know you want to. Click it.